presents you, it's the Drunk Mormon Podcast New Year's Eve Special.
Oh, this is the podcast where we drink with the Mormons, strange and peculiar people they may be. Come hear the stories we were taught in our childhood. Come drink and join our eternal family. Come drink and join our eternal family.
Welcome back to the Drunk Mormon Podcast.
Welcome back.
This is the podcast where we get drunk and talk about people who never get drunk.
The Mormons.
I'm David John Banks, and I was raised Mormon.
I'm Lauren Sackwich, and I've never been Mormon a day in my life.
And we're your hosts.
Hi.
But we're not alone, because again, we have Ashley Bacchini with us as our more or less designated driver.
Hello.
You see, it's New Year's Eve, and we've already been drinking.
That's true.
It's another holiday.
It's another holiday.
They're stacking up at the end of the year, I have to say.
It's kind of nice.
No complaints.
You survived this year. You get to celebrate.
It's true.
Ashley's here to help because in this podcast, we normally introduce Lauren to a new idea or topic about Mormonism, whether that's a story from the Book of Mormon, a story from Mormon church history, or just some peculiar thing that Mormons believe. But this week it's New Year's.
Yeah.
And so we are continuing our streak of holiday celebration. And we are looking back on our 2018 and looking forward to our 2019.
We're making resolutions we have no intention on keeping.
Uh-huh.
So why don't you, DJB, introduce us to the cocktail that we've been sipping?
So, as many of you, or maybe none of you, know, this drink of the summer of 2018 was an Aperol Spritz.
Due to a ridiculously good marketing campaign.
Yeah, and it involves 3 ingredients. This is another 3-2-1 ratio, which is fantastic. Easy to remember. You have 3 parts Prosecco or champagne, 2 parts Aperol, and 1 part club soda.
Oh.
Yeah. Really
very
easy.
fizzy.
And you put it all together over ice in a wine glass.
Cute.
Yeah. Just a fun, citrusy,
summery
drink.
Hey, before we do that, I actually do have an item of business.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I thought we were over business.
No, it's the end of the year, and I would just like to share with everybody a story that happened after our Christmas episode.
Oh.
Where we finished actually the episode, and we ended up ordering food to sober up, and I Venmo'd DJB my amount, and I meant to send him $11, but I ended up sending him $1,100. I have the proof of it because it's on Venmo. It's there. Just be careful when you drink. Just
don't
please,
drink in Venmo.
Don't drink in Venmo.
You can't cancel the Venmo.
You can't because we looked it up. And you cannot cancel Venmo. Good thing DJB's a good friend and actually sent the money back to me.
It's true.
So please take this as your PSA for 2019.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I would have sent it back.
We send most of it back.
$1,100. $1,000 of it.
It's like, I have
I'll
to keep a
100.
percentage for processing fees. I have to have my people call your people. It's just going to be a headache. It's fine.
That's the only business we have.
It is true. And then the remaining business is to try this Aperol Spritz.
I'm excited
Let's
about
do
it.
it.
Let's fucking do it. So the first thing you're going to do is start with a wine glass, and you're going to fill it with ice.
Nice.
And then it's 3 ingredients. The first is 3 parts champagne, and then 2 parts Aperol. Oh, that's really pretty.
That is
Super
really pretty.
And then 1 part club soda. And then you garnish with an orange wedge.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
And that's an Aperol Spritz.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. So, I guess cheers to the new year.
Cheers to the new year. Oh. It's like, I thought it was going to be like citrusy, but it's not really citrusy. It's like a different flavor altogether.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing though. Well, I mean, I feel like there's only one thing to do for
fucking
New Year's Eve.
Let's get drunk!
I actually hate New Year's.
You do?
New Year's Eve is my least favorite holiday.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a genuine
I
surprise.
thought
Really?
you'd love it because
No,
it's such
I
a good
hate
drinking
it.
holiday.
There's always so much buildup, and then no matter what you end up doing, it's like not as good as you
Yeah.
expected it to be. One year, my friend got so drunk. We all went to go, and she's like, I can't find my purse. I lost it. And we're like, Lauren, not me.
It's a different Lauren.
It's a different Lauren. We're like, she's freaking out, and we're like, we're trying. So I end up on my hands and knees in the dirtiest New York bro bar I've ever been in.
Wow.
I'm looking around for her purse that she must have dropped. Some girl spills like an entire Moscow Mule down my back
No.
as I'm crawling on the ground. And then I get up, and Lauren goes, she opens her big puffy jacket, and she goes, oh, I have it. My purse is here.
Oh my gosh, I would be so mad.
I was like,
Oh my god.
the night is over. We're going home. I feel like that's what all of my, like, New Year's Eves are like, though. One time in college, I went to my boyfriend's to celebrate New Year's Eve, and we went to, like, it was just, like, me and him. We went to this family country club, and then we broke up.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah. It's always just, like, a letdown. Last year, I was flying back. I had gotten a job, and I had to start work on the 1st.
Oh, wow.
So I spent my New Year's Eve flying back to LA, and it was
Terrible.
Terrible.
Because you're probably still drunk and traveling and all that.
I think I was sober.
Oh, which is even worse.
Yeah.
What's funny about being an adult celebrating New Year's, it's like, I stay up till midnight easily all the year.
So waiting till New Year's at midnight isn't a big deal.
I feel like for the past few years, except for last year when I got real drunk and it was fun, the other times, like, I would be with my family and it's like, it's 10 o'clock and I'm just going to call it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
I
go to bed.
know what happens. I've seen this before.
This is fine. What are we looking forward to? Each year is worse than the last.
Well, I didn't mean to bring it down by my hatred of New Year's Eve.
No, I don't hate New Year's Eve. I guess I just hate the current state of the world.
Yeah, well.
Everything's terrible. But it's fine. We're all alive. We'll take our victories where we find them.
Fair enough.
Pessimistic New Year's. Welcome.
Pessimistic New Year's. We're here.
Well, let's look back on 2018.
Uh-huh.
I think a big thing for all of us in 2018 is we started doing a podcast.
We did
True.
this podcast.
The Drunk Mormon Podcast. And here
And here we
Here
are.
we
So
are.
here we are. This is our 34th released episode.
Wow.
Holy crap.
I looked up some statistics to look at for the year New Year's check-in. 34 episodes, over 25 hours collectively,
Oh, wow.
which is more than a single day. Like, it takes
Yeah.
more than a day to listen to our podcast now.
That's awesome.
Or that's more than 1,500 minutes.
Wow.
That's more minutes than Ashley accidentally Venmo'd me.
It's true.
We've had 25 different guests,
Oh my
Wow.
god.
which is like crazy to me.
That's
I
awesome.
counted
wild.
them. That's so many people. 43 Patreon patrons as of our recording,
Thank
That's
you.
Awesome. Yeah, seriously.
Thank you so much.
and 61 ratings on iTunes,
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
That's really cool.
and 21 reviews.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So maybe we should read some.
Oh, yay. Let's do it.
Okay,
As a
so
little thank you.
maybe we'll each read one.
Yeah.
So this one's by The Vet's Vet. Love these guys. 5-star. I can't listen without smiling. David and Lauren have awesome chemistry and their laughs are definitely contagious. Listener for life.
Aww.
Thanks,
Aw.
The Vet's Vet.
And then Ashley, do you want to read
I
one?
would love to read one. I don't know if I've read one before.
This is a long one, but it's
That's
pretty
okay.
great.
So this is from the Book of Ryabetes.
I don't know what that means.
I feel like I need to add. It's in book form. It's in Book of Mormon form, I should say. And so we're going to go with verse 1. Verse 1. And it came to pass that I did listen to the words of David John Banks and the never Mormon female friend of David John Banks, and I did rejoice in the hilarity of their content and the execution thereof, even unto every jot and tittle of their sayings. Verse 2. Behold, I say unto you that I did enjoy it to such an extent that I did recommend it to many kindreds and peoples. Verse 3. Remember, my fellow podcastites, the ridiculousness of the religion you grew up in. Verse 4. Behold, I would exhort you to listen to these things, and when ye shall listen to these things, I would exhort you that ye would ask vodka, the eternal drink, in the name of whiskey, if these things are not funny. And if ye shall ask with a sincere buzz, with real intent, having faith in alcohol, they will manifest the hilarity of it unto you by the power of the holy gin. Oh, and we have a clarification here with the star, because in the Book of Mormon, female names aren't important. Sorry, Lauren.
Oh, that's why they didn't name you.
Oh, how funny. Well done. Thank you, the Book of Ryabetes.
That's so funny.
That's amazing. And that was 5 stars.
Oh,
5 stars.
I give that review 5 stars.
That was a great review.
I give that review 6 stars.
That was a great review.
Well, I don't have to follow that up, but I'll read one too. This review is titled, I love this podcast so frickin' much.
Yay.
By K8_no8. Kate No 8?
No hate?
Kate, no wait.
I don't know.
I like it.
5 stars. As soon as I see that there's a new episode, I immediately press play. DJB is so funny yet educated on all aspects of Mormonism and does make an effort to present the teachings in a way that isn't offensive. Hearing Lauren's reactions to all the things I was taught as a child is hilarious, in all caps, yet fascinating. This is a must subscribe for anyone who is interested in Mormonism, alcohol, and or genuinely cool and funny people.
Oh, hey!
That's awesome.
That's really
really
nice.
sweet. Yeah. And it's true.
Happy New Year's to us.
Happy New Year's!
Those are really wonderful. And it's like a little indulgent to make people listen to us read nice things about ourselves. But also making a podcast is a surprising amount of work.
Yeah.
And we do our best.
And we really appreciate when people write in.
And it's really nice when other people get value out of what sort of felt like, at least initially, this like for fun project that who knew if anyone would care about. And it's nice to know that people care about something that we spend so much time doing.
Yeah. Aww, Happy New Year!
Yeah. Well, should we have some drunk follow-up?
Yeah. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah. What is it?
We're
like, yeah, what?
Do you guys remember when we read a review before and it was talking about LJ and we were trying to guess what LJ meant?
Oh, yeah.
We were like La Jolla or like Little John or I don't know. Well, someone wrote in. So, LJ mystery has been solved. They said, I saved up a few episodes of your podcast to enjoy over the holiday weekend so I could block my family out and finally heard you lovelies read my review. I'm Amanda from LJ. I wanted to answer the mystery of LJ. It's the hellhole I grew up in. A conservative AF small town in Texas called Lake Jackson.
Oh, Lake Jackson.
I also have no idea what was at the end about it being my favorite fruit, and I can't see the review on my phone to see what on earth I was talking about. Again, love the show, and you're both my favorite hosts. Maybe that's what I was trying to type.
I love it.
My response is like, no, I'm definitely the favorite fruit.
So Lake Jackson.
Lake Jackson.
There you go.
I actually went to a tiny as fuck town in Texas once. It was called Strawn. And it was wild. It was like a one-stop sign town.
Really?
Yeah. And I went to visit my friends, and everybody knew their family as the Democrats. And for some reason, they did this thing that I've never seen anywhere else. You'd be at bars, and, like, beers would be, like, $2.50.
Yeah.
And you could take $1 and, like, write on the dollar and then staple it to the wall, to the ceiling.
What?
I've never seen that before, but like I stapled $1 to the ceiling.
Of course.
Right, but my friends were like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't like this is a normal thing that bars do," and I was like, "No, it's not."
Wow.
I've never heard of that before.
Right?
Also, that means like if they ever like close, then they have a bunch of money.
They got a bunch of money.
True.
I had to stand on a pool table. I was like, "I'm stapling this $1 to the ceiling."
That's fantastic.
Great business model.
Yeah. I have one more bit of follow-up.
Let's do it.
This is a really interesting follow-up to our episode with Andromeda, where we talked about
Baptisms for the dead.
Okay, I'm excited.
So, a lot of people take issue with Mormon baptisms for the dead because it's Mormons basically saying, oh, you're dead, we're going to claim you and make you Mormon.
Right.
In the afterlife.
Right.
Well, there's a way to fight back.
Really?
It's a website called alldeadmormonsarenow.gay.com.
Okay.
Go on.
So here's the text from the website.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, many Mormons throughout history have died without having known the joys of homosexuality. With your help, these poor souls can be saved. Simply enter the name of your favorite dead Mormon in the form below and click Convert. Presto. They're gay for eternity. There is no undo.
This is amazing.
Don't know any dead Mormons?
So savage.
Don't know any dead Mormons? Click Choose a Mormon button and we'll find one for you. You're welcome.
Wait. So can we choose a Mormon?
God.
So we can either enter the names of dead Mormons we know or we can choose a Mormon.
Well, we all know that, like...
Let's start with Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
No. Let's start with Hiram Smith.
There
Hiram.
you go.
Hot Hiram.
Hot Hiram.
Hottie Hiram. Your
I hope
Mormon
you
is
click
Hiram
the
Smith.
button and it's like, he's already been converted.
Oh, at the
1,000
bottom.
times.
At the bottom, there is an asterisk. It says Holocaust victims are not eligible for conversion.
Okay, that's fair.
nice.
So Hiram Smith, I'm going to push the button, convert, and convert. Converting, spinning wheel, converted!
Converted.
That's all there is to it. Happy trails, Hiram Smith. Let's convert someone else.
Brigham Young.
Oh, yeah. Brigham Young. Oh, we have to click this button first. Brigham Young. And converting. Converted!
Wow.
Hiram.
I don't know if this is really terrible, but let's do my grandfather, who passed away this past year. LeVar Banks. Converting. Converted!
Wow.
Sorry, Grandma. My grandpa's now gay. Do you have any?
What if they're already gay and they died?
But I
They already
don't think they need to be converted.
They're already gay. Let's choose a Mormon. Let me click that button. Searching the genealogical index.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Your Mormon is Jennifer Romney.
Nice.
Converting?
Is this a Romney?
It's gotta be related to Mitt Romney.
God.
Converted!
Hey!
Do you have any dead Mormon relatives?
That you'd like to convert?
I'm trying to think of a good one because my grandparents were all converts. And so their family wasn't Mormon.
Oh.
I mean, unless we do my grandpa. I only have one grandpa that was...
What's his name?
What was Derek Metcalf. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's see if he's
Converting.
converted.
Converted!
He's converted!
We both have a gay grandpa now.
We do. And sadly, my grandma and my grandpa's second wife are now kind of out of luck.
Wait, did we answer this? Who gets the planet? The first wife or the second wife?
I don't know.
I think they have their own planets. Right?
Really?
Well, aren't they with
know.
the guy? Aren't you and your spouse supposed to get a planet?
We gotta ride into the prophet.
This is a good question. I actually don't know the answer to that. I always thought that I would get my own planet, but now thinking of the patriarchy and how it works is I don't think I do. I think I get what my husband
you
gets.
get Michael's planet.
I get Michael's planet. No, I don't even get Michael's planet. I get to
be on Michael's
yeah, exactly.
planet.
Interesting.
That sucks.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
Gay Mormons.
Oh, gay Mormons.
Anyway.
I feel kind of bad. I feel like we're like doing the same thing.
What's wrong with being gay?
Nothing's wrong with being gay, but it's about consent.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'm assuming they get to decide whether they want to accept the gay.
Yeah.
Anyway, if anybody at home wants to do some work for the dead, allmormonsarenow.gay.com.
That's awesome.
All Dead Mormons are now gay.
How did you find out about that website?
I knew about it when we were researching for that episode, but I forgot to bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of things that are dead, let's talk about 2018.
My goodness, am
Year in review.
What a segue.
What are some like favorite or meaningful moments from your past year, guys? Favorite or meaningful? I mean, Ashley is a cancer survivor now.
I am.
Yeah, that's huge.
But can I just say that obviously chemo and going through that whole process isn't very fun and exciting. What was memorable is the amount of people that reached out to me.
Huh.
And the support that I got from a ton of people. I have a sister-in-law who's married to my brother, obviously, and she was so cute, and she tried so hard to, like, show support, and she lives out on the East Coast. And so she sent me, like, a nice little basket of goodies and treats and all this stuff. But something that she said is it's hard to feel support if other than, like, being physically present with somebody. And so she has 3 little kids, and what they did was they sent me hugs. And what they did was they drew themselves on, like, big stock paper. And they wrapped it up so that when I got it, I just had to unwrap it and I could put it around me, and it was in the shape of them.
Oh, so that's so cute.
I got hugs sent to me, which was super sweet. And so even though the chemo was a terrible experience, the amount of support, and I had friends send me food, and I had friends send me, slippers, and I got some really, really sweet notes. I got a coloring book that's called Cancer Sucks, and it's all different, like, images of how to, like, I beat cancer and all this stuff. So I have some really, really amazing people in my life, so that is extremely memorable for me.
Yeah.
So that's great.
And you got to be Fester for Halloween.
And I got to be Fester for Halloween, which, let's be honest, was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I don't know how we're gonna beat that, guys.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
But it was amazing. So I'm very happy 2018 is done, but I also feel very loved because of 2018. So what about you guys?
I had I don't know, for me the past year was very much targeted towards overcoming, like, my own personal hurdles, like trying to make myself less cautious, trying to make myself feel more like, I don't know, ownership over who I am and who I could be and who I'm not, and just not, like, worrying less about the answers to all those questions. But I would have to say one of the main big things for me in 2018 was that I started performing in drag.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
So, Goldie Plates.
Goldie Plates. The birth of Goldie Plates.
Yeah.
Birth of Goldie Plates. Lauren, what about you? Any big things in 2018?
I don't know. I feel like I had a great 2018. I am basing this off of the garbage fire that 2016 was.
Sure.
2017 got a little bit better, and I feel like 2018, it was pretty great. No major complaints. You traveled.
You did.
And made good friends.
You traveled a lot.
I did
You went
travel
to some
a lot.
cool places.
Yeah.
That's true.
Made good friends. I worked on a lot of big shows. 2019, I feel like I'm just gonna decimate.
Yeah, you are.
I've already set myself up.
I feel like, I don't know if this is weird to say, I feel like 2019 is going to be, like, really hard. Like, that's the weird psychic vibe I have. Is 2019 is going to be really, really rough.
I see, because I'm optimistic, and I think for me at least, how can you go downhill from cancer, right?
Knock on wood,
Yeah,
please.
you can, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on that sweet walnut.
But I say that because I would like to take you with me on my optimistic journey of 2019.
What makes you feel that it's going to be bad?
Not necessarily bad.
Just
Okay.
hard.
Just hard.
That's, I don't know, when I think about it, that's the feeling I have. Like maybe good things too, but also it's going to be possibly more challenging than any year I've had.
Hmm.
And maybe that's just bullshit, but like...
I mean, it could be. Who's to say?
That's the very strong impression or prompting that I have when I think about the next year. I guess another exciting thing I did in 2018 was I kissed a llama.
What?
Lauren, you were there. It was at the rodeo.
Oh, yeah, I was there. I forgot you did that.
We went to the rodeo for Pioneer Day, and when we were leaving, there was this tent that had a llama. Well, they had a couple llamas. And we were just like, oh, sure, we'll go pet a llama on our way out. And then the guy's
that's not what happened. We were walking by, and the guy was so aggressive to get us to come over. And we were like, no, thanks. Like, we're good, thanks. He's like, come pet my llama. Come pet my llama. Like... And we were like, okay, like, calm down, we'll come pet your llama. And then we went to pet it, and he was like, kiss the llama.
Really?
And I was like, I'm not kissing that llama.
And I said, I haven't gotten action in a while. And so, basically, I just, like, leaned over the little petting zoo fence with, like, my lips pursed, and the llama gave me a kiss.
Wow. I totally forgot about that.
And then as we're leaving, this, like, old man in the corner, who I guess, like, ran the whole booth, was like, hey, do you want to know why I let the llama kiss you?
Oh, gosh. What did
I'm
he
like,
say?
Okay. And he's like, because they can't reach their butthole.
What? I mean, good to know that
I forgot that part.
Lips that didn't
so llamas have long necks, but they can't reach their butthole to lick their butts like a dog can.
Right.
And we let dogs lick us all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. Well,
but llamas can't, so llamas are a little bit cleaner mouthed.
Oh, there you go.
But dogs are cleaner mouthed than humans, so I've heard.
Really?
That's what... I don't know if it's science or just...
I don't know.
Googling.
I don't know if that...
Are dogs' mouths cleaner
my
than
oncologist
humans?
told me I could
dogs
not.
Eat literal shit.
They literally do. I've seen my dogs.
Literal shit.
I'm Googling it. It is a myth, but whether or not a dog's mouth is cleaner
That's it. That's our Thai food.
Oh,
yes.
The doorbell just rang.
So excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God. According to the internet, comparing a dog's mouth to a human's mouth is like comparing apples to oranges. So it's like, both of dogs' mouths and humans' mouths are full of bacteria.
Just different bacteria.
Anyway.
You learned something new on the Drunk Mormon Podcast.
That's something new.
Do here.
And now we have our Thai food. What about 2019? Do you guys have any goals?
For the podcast or in general?
For your lives.
I mean, I would like to stay alive. I don't want to get cancer again.
So stay out of cancer.
Stay alive, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I'm going to try to be healthier. Do some more exercising type of thing.
This whole past year for me was a big, like, who am I? What do I believe? What do I want? And I don't think those answers are solved, but I think it's more like I've realized that you don't have to have a firm answer to those questions at all times. Sometimes you can just kind of not know and float along and just be open.
Yeah.
Which is honestly where I'm at, is I'm just kind of open.
That's great.
There's things I want to do with my life. Many of them are things I can't necessarily do right now, but hopefully I'll get there. I'm happy to have completed my first full year of drinking.
That's exciting.
Yay!
Very exciting.
So that's exciting. But, I mean, I'd like to be healthier. I'd like to work out. I'd like to make a little more money. I'd like to be financially secure. Take another chunk out of my debt.
I want to live my life in 2019 like Joseph Smith. With blatant disregard for anybody else but myself.
I love that.
That's perfect.
And we are here to watch you on that ride.
Thank you.
Yeah, we won't even take it personal. Maybe what we could do is we could each pick one goal, and then if this podcast still exists a year from now, we can like hold ourselves accountable. Yeah.
That I picked it. That's my goal.
So your goal is to
live my life like Joseph Smith.
Okay. That could mean a lot of things.
What's your goal?
My goal for the next year, I think, would be... Oh, man. I would love it if a year from now I could look back and say 2019 was a year I lived without fear.
That's great. Kind of similar to mine.
Yeah.
I think mine would be... I had a lot of plans for 2018, but obviously with health, I couldn't do some of it.
Yeah.
And so I want to be able to do those things, but a lot of it has to revolve around like networking and hustling.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so that's kind of what I want to focus 2019 for, is working on some personal projects and really get things moving.
Doing things for you versus for other people.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I like that.
Those are just vague enough that we can probably take the box next
Totally.
December.
Totally.
And everybody should write in and tell us their resolutions.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because we need extra ideas.
It's
We
true.
do. Also, the podcast has some goals for the next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One of them, a big one, is that for Christmas we did Christmas gifts for our Patreon subscribers, and we got a lot of new subscribers, and we're now over $100 a month
Yeah.
for Patreon, which is
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
Which is over halfway to our goal of $200 a month. So one of our goals for 2019 is to reach $200 in Patreon subscribers, at which point we will do a multi-episode special breakdown of the Book of Mormon musical.
Ooh.
And fingers crossed, we have our eyes on a very, very, very special guest. So if we can, we want to have someone on with us
God.
who has helped make the show happen. And
That's so cool.
so you might want to help make that happen. So that's a goal for 2019, is to do that. Another goal for 2019, which I think maybe we've hinted at before in the past few episodes, is we're hoping to travel again. Last summer we traveled to Utah for Pioneer Day, and this summer we would like to, if we can arrange it with our schedules, travel to New York.
New York.
To hang out with podcast friends in New York City, but especially to go to Palmyra, where Joseph Smith dug up the golden plates, where every summer
No.
the Mormon Church puts on a pageant.
What?
Yep.
So we want to take Lauren to see the Hill Cumorah pageant and go to all the Mormon sites in Palmyra, New York, and hang out in New York City and do a Book of Mormon musical breakdown.
I want to go to the pageant so bad.
It's a special
Oh
experience.
my goodness. It's an opportunity of a lifetime.
And they've decided, the Mormon Church decided they were going to stop doing them.
It's true.
No.
So 2020 is the last year. So this is the second to last pageant that will even ever happen.
Oh my
Correct.
God, we have to
We
go.
have to
We
go.
have
I
to
need
get Lauren
to see
there.
it.
We have to get Lauren there.
So that's a big stretch goal / resolution. And then the last thing is that, so we started this podcast back in April of 2018, a mere 9 months ago.
One
And
baby gesticulation ago.
while we've been gestating this infant fetus, we've laid a lot of groundwork topic-wise,
Yeah.
which means we can start to really hit some of our big topics. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing, everybody listening, is we're actually going to take a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
So this is New Year's, and we're going to take a couple weeks off because, one, working, and two, we kind of want to get ready for the next round of the podcast. So we'll be back before the end of January. And to help you and Lauren feel okay about this, the only thing I can think of to do is to hint at topics yet to come.
Ooh.
And because this is a holiday special, we have to inevitably pull out
The activity jar!
the activity jar.
Yes!
So
I love the activity jar.
So our activity jar is a giant mason jar full of little slips of paper, because anyone who's been Mormon knows that Mormon lessons often involve mason jars full of little slips of paper. And in this mason jar is a bunch of slips of paper, each of which contain a potential topic of an upcoming episode.
Okay.
And so, Lauren, I'm going to have you reach in and read these topics to let you and our listeners know what they should come back for at the end of January.
Okay.
Here we
At
go.
the end of January, we have to look forward to God invented the submarine. What?
Yep.
Come back for
Like,
more.
we're not going to talk about it. God
No,
invented the
this is
submarine.
the tease. This is the biggest cock tease of all time.
Okay.
That's another one.
He is almighty. All right. Mormons getting naked in the temple.
That's right.
That's a good
We
one.
talked about baptisms for the dead.
Yeah.
But in 2019, we are finally going to reveal all of the secret rituals that happen in Mormon temples. And their sordid histories.
I'm so excited.
Yep, so if you've ever wondered what the hell happens in a Mormon temple,
I have.
Stay tuned. I don't know all of it either, which is really exciting for me.
Oh my God. More drunk crossovers!
Yeah, so we have a drunk podcast that we've been talking with about doing a drunk crossover, and we have a couple drunk podcasts that we've had our eye on to reach out to. So hopefully in the next little while, we're going to do some more crossovers. And maybe revisit, I don't know, podcasts we already know and love. Like Mormon Happy Hour.
The Mormon Happy Hour.
We want to do another show with you.
We want to hang out again. We want to hang out. Oh, I pulled out 2. Put that one back. All right. Secret handshakes and secret societies.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
The Mormon
I love conspiracy theories.
The Mormon term would be secret combinations.
Instead of secret handshakes?
Or instead of secret societies.
Secret combinations.
Lots of fucking secrets, and we're going to spoil them all.
Secrets. That's why their hair is so big.
But Mormons don't say secret, they say sacred.
Oh my God.
What does it say?
It says, Moroni might not have been who was guarding the golden plates.
I don't think Ashley even knows this
I don't know about this.
This is something I accidentally discovered.
Moroni was our bathrobed champion.
And maybe he wasn't the original version of the story.
Oh my.
I didn't know
Joseph Smith.
What's the next one say?
These are great. I want to talk about these now.
I know, isn't that so sad?
Let's meet some Mormon missionaries.
Yes, I want to try and talk to some Mormon missionaries. Most likely they will be ex-Mormon missionaries who served missions. But also we're going to see if we can get some current missionaries on to kind of talk about what that lifestyle's like.
Cool.
We'll see if they want to play ball with us.
We're nice people. Most of the time. Joseph Smith and underage wives. Oh no, Joey Smith.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad because I said I wanted to live like him, so.
So you're just going to have underweight.
I really need to get all the facts before I open my big fat mouth. Joseph Smith's badass bodyguard.
Yes.
Yes, that's actually a really good one.
Yes.
That's a really exciting one. I'm ready to do that one.
Okay, this is our last one.
Last topic for next year. Not that we...
Ooh, this is a good one.
What does it say?
Mormons and sex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for all of you who have been praying to Heavenly Father for a sex episode of the Drunk Mormon Podcast, well, just hold on a little bit longer.
I gotta say...
It will be coming to you soon enough. So just...
Colleen taught me all those slang words for Mormon sex acts, and y'all are freaky.
Tip of the iceberg. Tip of the dick.
Tip of the dick.
It'll be worth it.
And those are our upcoming topics for 2019. That's so exciting.
Awesome. Those are some of our upcoming topics. Those are some of the more titillating. It's been a really, really, really fun year so far.
It really has been.
Also coming up in 2019 is going to be our 1-year anniversary of the podcast in April.
I feel like we've done so much in that 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I don't understand how we do it, but we do. So that's our New Year's holiday special. That's our preview into next year. We will see you guys in 2 or 3 weeks. My math isn't good right now. But in the meantime, feel free to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Drunk Mormon Pod. Or you can slide into our DMs or email us at Drunk Mormon Podcast if we got something wrong, or if you have a topic you want us to cover next year.
You just want to say hi.
If you want to say hi or something really nice. Also, if you want to say something nice, you can go to iTunes or where else you can leave reviews and leave us a review and some stars. Leave us some stars.
Preferably 5.
Ideally 5, but if you want to be...
Live your own truth. Live your truth.
Live your truth. And also, if you want to help us get to the point where we do a breakdown of the Book of Mormon musical and contribute to some of the funds required to produce the show, you can always go to patreon.com/drunkmormonpodcast. We just did Christmas gifts where we gave all of our Patreon subscribers shot glasses, and I'm sure we'll do some surprises in the future. And we will see you all in a few weeks where we are going to talk about some pretty fucked up shit. But I can only promise that it's going to be entertaining. So, until then, I'm David John Banks.
I'm Lauren Sackwich.
I'm Ashley Bacchini.
And signing off on 2018, we now bid unto all
farewell.